Alright. So yeah, that's the start of everything. What was I doing? I don't know what I was doing. I guess I was getting a good angle or stuff. Anyways. Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode in our journey through versions. We have updated from Minecraft Alpha 1.0.13_01 to a much easier to say Minecraft Alpha version 1.0.14. And in this update, I actually know something that is very useful because this is something that's been planned in advance as a result. So let's just get some iron here and I'll show what I mean. Just give me probably a few moments. That's why I'm gonna cut in like the actual video in reality. I think I need a bit more than a few moments because I need to learn. Okay. So I'm gonna walk over all the way to the park, the little sort of carnival thing. And I'll show what I mean. This is a learning experience for me as well because I haven't done this. But say, we're over here. How would we go about learning something? Because we have this here. And this is a very quick approximation of what I want, but what I'm setting up here is a bit of a Minecraft booster. Alright, we were trying this when we were building this roller coaster over here, and let's see if it actually works this time. So if we remove this minecart, we just go regular speed. Whoops, I forgot to push it. There we go. Whee! Barely moves at all. But if we put another minecart here, will it work? Oh, it does. It absolutely does. That is good information to have. That means it's possible. We can build our bigger roller coaster. Will it be a good roller coaster? No. But it will be something. And that's what I'm looking for. It's something a bit more serviceable than that tiny thing, I guess. So this will probably take a while to build. But I think we can do it. So let's get building, and this is why I got to the montage. Oh, I love doing streams like this sometimes because you can really see where it's just behind the scenes. The real question is, where do we place it? I guess over here. Over here is the best option where we can put it. Yeah, this is unfortunately the best option. And we'll have to decorate this area fully later. We could do something like this, I'd say, where we raise it up. I do believe we'll have to build out of probably just cobblestone, but we can work with that. We will need to harvest on my tree farm after some time, so there is that. I immediately get pinged, but... Thank you. Thank you, Mike. I'm not gonna say who that guy is, by the way. I'm just not. I just randomly got pinged by them and it's an everyone ping. So this is where we'll be starting our roller coaster. Now, because of the nature of things, we can most certainly just have it start like this. And with that, oh, I forgot I was planning on building with cobblestone instead of... Whoops. So if we go up, we can probably make our way up to here, where we can then do a bit of a bigger route. We could even see, from up here, the little village. Whoa, hello frame rate. Let's lower our render distance real quick. But yeah, if we go up here, we can look over the hill at this little village. I don't know the word for it. I don't know what I should call it, but we'll find out. Don't mind me just trying to figure out how this will work. So, okay, this should give it enough of a boost to, oh, we need more speed. We can work with that. We can work with that more speed. Especially when... not when it does that, though. Oh, it's turning night. What? What? What just happened? Oh, it's because it has to be... Oh, I see what I did wrong. It has to be placed here. Alright. We get this path here. Oh, we are gonna go up fast. We're gonna have to figure out how to deal with that speed. Will this work? Hopefully it works. I'm kind of just going with the layout on the fly here. I want to see if I can make it up to here. But I doubt I will be able to. Because this is quite a long way, so I would definitely have to like tear down part of it. It could just be a square. We could just have it be a square. But that wouldn't be very entertaining, would it? You never know, actually. I do need more rails, though. So let's go and grab a few. Oh, also this update added chickens. I failed to mention that. Personally, not much of a fan. Let's just push you down instead of up. You are moving when you do that, though. Like, we have to find a way to slow the player down. I need to get that. Rails are pretty important to conserve, you know? Oh, we are running low on cobblestone. That's not actually... That's not good. Oh well. We can work with that. Little divot here. where we go down, then go back out. Now, I need to remember that if it does snake along the mountain, we do have to have a 3-block gap. 1-block gap. Just to ensure that if the riders stick the arms out, they won't actually have the arms chopped off by the land. You're supposed to keep your hands and legs inside the vehicle at all times, but let's be real here, people don't follow that. So let's quickly place down rails and see how this looks in its padding. This is probably going to be one of the more boring roller coasters, but you know, it's still something. I think that minecart booster I made worked a little too well. Give it a slight push. Woohoo! Yeah, we definitely need a bit more. And we can work with it. It is quite a big roller coaster after all. It's not gonna go well. Like, this is gonna be one of those projects that's like, we're gonna look back and be like, oh, why did we do this? But that's what makes it so much fun. At least to me. Oh, why did I do that? I ask myself that a lot. Never do I find an answer. What did I put that? Okay. So I'm not talking a lot right now, but that's because, in all honesty, it is just roller coaster. Oh, if we go a block higher, it does get a bit close to the player, but we can live with that. We just need to bleed some speed. probably craft a few more rails. Let's just put a random workbench here. "48 rails should do the trick." Now this is something where I will have to figure out how to add like decorations around it and whatnot, but that shouldn't be too difficult. It might be a bit difficult here, but you know, it just feels like it's gonna be some terraforming. Pretty big terraforming. We have to do a lot of terraforming actually. Okay, so we do the boost. The boost sends us up here. We go down, down again, down. Get a decent view of that. We go back up. We're still going really fast though. And that's what worries me, is that we're not able to burn any of the speed that was gotten. One, two, three. 1, 2. We are going to switch to using just some dirt. And it's not something that I really want to do, but we ran out of cobblestone and I don't think you guys want to sit through like a mining trip. So, best I'm gonna have to do. So, I say we keep on going forward until we stop here. No, until we stop here. In which case we can turn around. Oh, I see what I've done. There's not a lot of clearance for this at all. I think we will need to go one further back. Okay, 1, 2, 3, boop. Boop. And that's much better. Oh, this track. I like this track that's playing. I do wonder whether this will even provide like a feeling. It might provide a feeling. But for all I know, it's gonna provide a whole big fat nothing. You have the chance. Oh, this is going to be filled with stuff. I can already see that this is probably just going to be filled with more village. Love to see it. We could always do another short minecart booster. But this is where we're just gonna have to start heading back, because we've already looked over all of what we want to look over. At least without being too long, because we could look over the front of the base, but that wouldn't be ideal now, would it? This is using a lot of iron. We're gonna have to run back to the base to grab more rails. Yeah, we're gonna have to run back to the base. Oh man. I do need to remember that if we haven't bled enough speed, there's a perfect opportunity for a minecart booster here. But for now, we're just sort of laying the groundwork. Let's see how far we can go in reverse on this thing. Not very far. Oh wait. Oh, we're still moving. I love that feeling of like when it comes to a coaster like this, you really just can't be going too fast. You gotta have variations in your speed, preferably slowness before the drops to give a lot of tension. That's what I tried to do with that one, and it's what I'm trying to do with this one. This one will probably be a bit of a nightmare to actually make look decent, like look good, but you know, we'll find a way. Yeah, see, because we're still getting too much speed. How do I solve that? I don't know how to solve that. I do think at some point in the future, if it really seems necessary, I could have an underwater railway, and I could just build it to bridge the gap between Port Spawn and here, but that would reduce the need for boats. And I don't want that. Say, what if we lower the speed boost? What if we lower what's giving the speed boost here? To, say only this long. That might be a bit too little of a speed boost, but we'll see. Oh no, that's definitely a speed boost. We can use that. I'm learning about this at the same time as I'm learning about this as I go on, and that makes it really fun. Because it's like, this is technology that's ancient by Minecraft standards. Most people, a lot of people watching might not even know about this. Some people might, but you know, that's just how it is. Yep, we're not going as fast, which makes this have a bit more to it. We're still getting a lot of speed here, but it is slower. Which, if we go up further, say, here, What if we went up by... this many blocks? And then we went down. That would certainly change the flow of everything. It is getting so dark. So fast. I'm gonna put a torch on the inside of every turn. So that way we can at least see when the turns are coming up. This here feels a bit jarring, but I'm gonna keep it. I don't know why I'm gonna keep it, but I feel like keeping it. So one more test run before going back to the home base and learning more. Will we be able to overcome that hill? Get out of here, cow! What are they doing there? Okay, so, yep. Ooh! We're not gonna be able to go up this high. So we found a limit. We found a height limit. Remember, no boosters past this point. We can't use any boosters. We just have to rely on the one booster at the start for speed. That is entirely by choice, though. Weehee! Let's go in reverse. That's what building these things really are, it's a lot of testing. And a lot of killing creatures to get on the train tracks, because, please, I don't want you here. Get out! You're not welcome. Ay ay ay. Let's see. Will this go well? Out of the way, chicken! You just ruined my test run! I need to figure out how to control mob spawning, or at least a way to keep them off the tracks, since that does ruin the flow quite a bit. Especially since they seem to like going on the tracks due to them being elevated. Ultimately, I'm just gonna have to kill everything. Oh, look at that! You saw that? The sheep pushed it! Bro! How am I to deal with this? Oh well, let's just get in, see how it works. Stay off the tracks, sheep. Sorry if I seem to be getting a bit annoyed, it's not fun having to... It's not fun having to deal with that every time you want to do a test run. That is useful information to have, but in my eyes, it's kind of bad. It's really bad. Because it means now I have to find a way to keep them off the tracks. Thankfully, I think I should be able to just do that by some terraforming. Something feels... First off, stay away from the tracks. Anyone that says the sheep didn't deserve it, they were on the tracks. Alrighty, let's see. Okay, so it's back in its usual place. We seem to have gotten a reasonable boost this time. Oh no, we got a fast boost. So I reckon we could probably go a block higher. Whoops, 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 whoops. Wee. This actually really isn't any faster than just walking, but it's more fun to just sort of do that. It's also a great way to clear the tracks. I really need to find a way to clear the tracks of any animals, yeah. Especially if they keep pushing things like that, like... There has to be an animal around here that keeps on pushing the minecart. And you can see they follow as well. They follow the upper route. I really should have thought about this. I really should have. I feel like I've made a mistake. How many of you need to die before you understand? Before you learn to stay off of my track. Oh, this is going to be a fun episode to edit. It's definitely not going to have much progress done. It's probably going to be a bit more funny, but you know how it is. Ooh, that actually does have a decent arc. Not a very long roller coaster, but it's definitely longer than that one. We'll have to find a way, though, definitely, to just fix what's going on there. Look at all the mobs here. Wait, let's take a quick detour. Let's see how much of the roof we can get finished of that, because it's still not done. I think mobs have two... You get pushed away from the hitbox a lot. Really all it does is just mess with the flow a little bit. Oh yeah, I think we might have enough. It might not have been enough, but it definitely was. It definitely made an impact. Yeah, that coaster is definitely going to be an undertaking. I'd say that's probably going to be our biggest project for now. We're definitely going to have to go into next episode with that one. And next episode will be a whiles away, as when this episode comes out, the first session of the next season of Generic Life will be recorded. So I'll be putting more of my time and effort into that than this series. Where am I going? Alright, to home base. I just took a weird route. For some reason I went through the boardwalk. Alright, let's make our way back. Wait, actually, let's take a quick detour once again. More sheep. More sheep. More sheep. If anything, I'll probably just be recording a bit more. Yeah, definitely recording a bit more rather than... What am I saying, recording? I mean streaming this a bit more than... I'll probably be streaming this series a bit more than not, whilst the next season of Generic Life is underway. And that is because, well, I'll be editing the Generic Life stuff, not this. So... So if I keep going at this, I'm probably gonna stream it. And then I'll edit the streams down afterwards. Thankfully this version's not a terrible version to be stuck on. It's not the best version, but no, it can always be worse. Oh, that's a cave. Oh no, that's an overhang. Ooh, this is a massive downhill. Absolutely a massive downhill. We're gonna need to ease our way off. It does look a bit smoother that way, though. That's something that's good. I heard animals. I'm not gonna be able to do a test ride, am I? Get off the tracks. Get off the tracks. Get off the tracks. I don't want you here. So we look over the village, what we've made here. Go down. Then we go back up. Still going at hyperspeed. Oh my goodness. But what if we... Ooh. So obviously most of this track I'm gonna have to replace in the future anyways, because it is made of like dirt and random stuff. By all means, like over the course of generic life, I will be just resupplying everything. Let's do something that's only really a thing in Minecraft. Very contained roller coaster. It's mostly based around this hill. Honestly, I don't think it's even gonna work. I think it's a bit dangerous. But you know, we'll find out. And of course it's just gonna stop abruptly with no brakes, nothing. Who needs brakes? So let's see how this works. And we'll definitely have to plan how to terraform it as well. Yeah, that's the most we can probably do with it. I'm all for that. That's not a bad ride, especially if we actually take the time to terraform. Next stream, though, probably won't be that. Next stream will most likely be me just gathering materials. But, as you know, that's just for another time. I am getting a bit tired of working on this for now, so I'll wait for it to turn. I'm not even gonna wait for it to turn day. The night's almost all the way done. The night's not even halfway done. But with what I've got here, I will find a way to turn this into something that looks good. That will probably take a lot of layouting. It'll probably mean removing the whole mount, removing the whole hill. But until then, I will be seeing you all later.